Welcome into the recap of the White Sox 2-1 loss to the Texas Rangers. The Sox 11th consecutive loss today down in Texas to complete a 4-game Rangers sweep. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at Wintrust. They are the exclusive home of White Sox checking. Get your own White Sox checking account with that super cool White Sox debit card. Show your fandom. Click on the QR code on your screen or go to wintrust.com/White Sox for all the details. Folks, Sox lose 2-1. They do nothing with Max Scherzer. He piles up a bunch of strikeouts. And Jonathan Cannon was really good today. He went 6 innings. He gave up just 2 runs. Thought he pitched really, really well. And we're getting encouraged by the young pitching we're seeing. But this team is so freaking bad. And just wait till the trade deadline, hearing today that there could be more than 5 guys off this team by Tuesday. And one of them will be Garrett Crochet. There's no scenario I'm hearing from 2 major league scouts I trust that said there's no scenario that he's on that team. However, he threw a bit of a wrench into the plans to deal him today because I interviewed Jim Bowden the other day, the former GM for 16 years between the Reds and the Nationals, and he said if I acquired him, I would move him to the bullpen. I'd use him for an inning, give him a couple of days. Another inning, a couple of days. He goes, in middle of August, I'd get him to 2 innings. Beginning of September, 3 innings. Mid-September, 5 or more innings, and ramp him back up to be a starter. Well, today, Garrett Crochet said, I'm not going to pitch out of the pen. Not going to happen. And if you acquire me, for me to go there, I am going to require a contract extension. Now, he doesn't have a no trade. He doesn't have 5 and 10 rights. So he really has no say in the matter, but he could certainly make life difficult if he tells you, hey, man, I'm not going to pitch for you out of the pen, and until you give me an extension, I'm done for the year. I went past my innings limit, which is certainly a possibility. So we'll see how this all shakes out, but I expect a number of White Sox players off this roster, more kids coming up, and they'll threaten for the all-time worst record in the history of baseball. And now with 11 consecutive losses and all this hanging over them, and they get a really good Seattle team that can really pitch this weekend in Chicago leading into the deadline, how far can this go? 24 in a row is the major league record. The star of the game in today's White Sox game, Marcus Semien, the former member of the White Sox. He was traded to the A's back in the day in a deal, and that was for Jeff Samardzija, by the way. He had 2 hits today in the ball game, and it was a 2-1 game. Scherzer against Jonathan Cannon. Good ball game, but again, the specter hanging over this team is who's going to be left. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you greatly. See you tomorrow. Take that.